The Audi SQ7, it's been refreshed, but not changed, not a whole lot. It's still big, it's still practical, it's still luxurious, and it's still quattro. Welcome to the garage.
Subscribe to see the first drives of New Zealand's newest and best cars driven on New Zealand roads in New Zealand conditions.
The Q7, this is as practical as an Audi gets, with 7 seats and the ability to tow 3.5 tons. Which means that of all the SUVs that share the MLB platform, we're talking the likes of Bentayga, Urus, Touareg, Cayenne, this is the most useful, the utility part of SUV. And because this is the SQ7, it lives up to the sports part of SUV. Thanks to this, the twin-turbo V8 producing 373 kilowatts. That's over 500 horsepower. I'll show you. Wow, that's 0 to 100 in 4.1 seconds in a 7-seat SUV. And yet, it sounds awesome. So not only a complete SUV, because it's an SQ7, as you've seen just then, it well and truly ticks all the Audi S boxes. Or should that be wrong by? I mention that because the Audi Sport Logo is transitioning, and this is the first Audi with the red rhombus separated. And I say transitioning because this car still carries the old logo. Aside from that, the new look is more decisive, with a bold grille design, new intakes, and greater definition on the tailgate and diffuser. The lights have had the star treatment, and now both front and rear lamps, the rears by the way are OLED like your flash TV, they can be configured to display your favourite patterns. It's really like a Christmas tree on wheels. And there's another trick too, those rear lights, if another vehicle comes within 2 meters, the sort of unsafe distance, they get brighter. Sort of a pat-ag way of saying keep your damn distance. And speaking of tricky lights, the front headlights aren't just LEDs, they have actual lasers in them. And they also only go full lightsaber at over 70 kilometers an hour. So the Q7, SQ7, great drive, but this car also has the ability to drive itself, not just with the sort of autonomous lane keep assist it offers on the motorway. It has an app, and one of the features of the app is self-parking, and not just forward and back, which a lot of cars offer. You can also steer the car while you're standing outside it. Anyway, back to the transitioning which Audi is doing across its range, and they're about to launch a fleet of new models. Now, while the Q7 isn't technically one of them, this update does confirm that internal combustion is still part of Audi's plan, specifically fast internal combustion. New Zealand gets 2 versions of Q7, the diesel-powered Q750, that starts at $157,990, and this, the SQ7, priced from $203,490. Now, Giltrap Audi have added a few extras to this car, including the $13,000 performance pack. Now that sounds like a lot, but it also is a lot. One of the things you get are active roll bars. Fantastic. They transform this car and they combine beautifully with the rear wheel steering, and another performance pack extra, the Quattro rear differential. It all adds another level of size-defying athleticism to the way the SQ7 handles the windy stuff. Still, as sporting as the SQ7 is, the real handling capability is what this car can carry. Even with 7 on board, the boot space is still bigger than most small hatchbacks at 300 litres. With 5 on board, there are 793 litres and up to 1921. This car also comes with the Vorsprung pack, which adds 15 options, including 5-spoke wheels, 4-zone climate control, and the night vision is more useful than you might think. It helps you spot things that you didn't know you couldn't see at night time. It's very, very clever. It's also a great bit of pub chat. But someone's been able to say you included Vorsprung in your car, which to be fair sounds a bit cooler than it actually is. For the record, Vorsprung is German for lead. Now, I should point out that's lead as in win, not lead as in dog leash. Inside, the design of the interior hasn't changed a whole lot, including the beautifully resolved Audi screen layout. Now for me, the twin screens work, but some could argue the integrated look may seem a bit retro. But Audi could actually be ahead of the curve. I'll explain. You see, safety testers are starting to crack down on some of the big screens that you get in cars for the simple reason they can distract drivers. There's another plus. This layout looks premium, and everything you need to control on the move is just one touch away. Look, I know it seems like a small thing, but trust me, sub-menus are a curse. There are some changes, including a whole bunch of apps that are now available, including support for Spotify and Apple Music. The word premium I just used is the best way to describe everything inside the Q7. Every surface is, well, Audi-tastic. And that really is the genius and appeal of not just this car, but, well, Audi. They don't just look right, they feel and smell right. Now, I'm not being weird. Audi actually have an Odour team in Germany. I'm not making this up. And their job is to make sure that, well, nothing inside an Audi stinks. It's more than that, though. They also make sure that everything you smell smells right. Little things, big impressions. And well, that's the 2025 Audi Q7, seen, heard and smelt. Now officially this is Audi's big SUV. Yes, I know it's big and I know it's an SUV, but when you look at it in profile, there's a whole lot of station wagon to this as well. How Audi is that? I suppose it fits with the fact that it does drive and feel well like any Audi, but more than that, thanks maybe to the performance pack, it's also more than worthy of that S badge.